What's up, everyone? This is David Labby with Big Man Fitness, and I'm coming to you today on April 10th, 2017. It's a Monday. I just got done with my exercises for the day. It's a little late in the day. It's 4 p.m. I'm going to be doing my cardio later on tonight because I had such a late start, and I have to fit it in. It is a requirement of my experiment. It is a requirement of myself. And that's how you start dropping weight. I lost 50 pounds. 50 pounds in 5 weeks, which is insane to me. I am almost at my first goal weight, which is 300. My ultimate goal weight is 250. I'm a very stocky guy. I know that, like, I'm big and muscular, but I'm also fat right now. And I'm still fat, but I feel a lot better in my skin. My clothes fit better. Actually, the clothes that I currently have don't fit, and I'm running into major wardrobe malfunctions. I've had to go and buy like new clothes every now and then. So my goal is to purchase one set of clothing, like a couple pairs of pants and a couple of shirts, if I have to buy shirts, like every couple of weeks. And that's that's what I've had to do so far. 50 pounds. Holy crap. Yes, I can attest a lot of it to water weight, but I'm drinking 2 gallons of water a day. Of citric water. I'm taking in a ton of salt, potassium, magnesiums, and calcium, and all my other supplements. I know some of it is definitely due to the water weight and to the fat loss, and also to potentially muscle mass. But I'm also gaining muscle mass. My arms are more solid, my glutes are more solid, my abs are more solid. I'm definitely losing a lot in the midsection. I stayed the same, well, according to my wife's measurements. According to my wife's measurements, my midsection has stayed the same, so I'm still at 50 inches. I'm going to be trying to get some more measurements. My abs have my midsection has stayed the same. My arms have stayed the same. I'm just shy of 18 inches. But they're definitely more toned, and you can definitely know it's very noticeable with the progression from when I was on day one to what I am now. My chest is more defined. You can actually start seeing my collarbone now, which is pretty cool. Well, you can't. I don't know if you can. Not that important right now. But I was 303.6 pounds was the weight. When I did the video, I was at 304, which I'm totally happy with. I drank some water. Whatever. Water. Hey, yeah, I'm totally cool with it. The experiment is not about just weight loss. It's about fat loss. And unfortunately, I don't have, there's these things called DEXA scans for full body scans. I don't have access to that. I don't have the money for it. I think that there's one in Boston. You have to go through like these slew of tests. I called and tried to make an appointment, and they wanted like something ridiculous, and then they wanted a bunch of medical records, and they needed to have they needed to see me a few times before I actually went in for the scan, and I was like, this doesn't sound right. I don't know. It is something that I'm interested in for the future, but as of right now, I'm not going to stop what I'm doing just to abide by what they want, and I'm not gonna pause. I'm in the middle of this. So hindsight's always 20/20, but I'm happy with this. I am happy with this. I'm happy with this weight loss. I have another 8 weeks. I'm wondering, I know that I'm going to get under 300, and I'm super excited about that. I don't know when. I'm hoping by next week, but I also believe that my weight loss is going to stagnate or fluctuate in the next couple of weeks, because my exercises are increasing and my protein intake has increased. So I just have to be a little bit more careful about how much food I'm actually taking. I'm thinking about adding one more one cleansing day at the end of the week before I have my binge day, and or one full fasting day. I don't know. I already have my plans in place, and I don't really want to screw with anything, although I do want to make sure that I'm setting myself up for success and adjusting as needed. If you need to make adjustments in your plan, never change the goal, but it's okay to change the plan. It's always okay to change the plan a little bit. And adjust as needed. It's like steering a ship. It's always very difficult to steer a ship towards towards your destination. It's impossible to get one perfect straight line. So what captains would do would be adjust back and forth until you finally made it to your destination. I know, great nautical references, right? But it's apt, and it's relevant. Guys, you have to adjust as needed in order to obtain your goals and your objectives, not objections. I can think today. Actually, I'm doing pretty good today. So how am I feeling? Today was 46 reps. It's day 37. 36 reps each of each exercise, and I can tell you right now, I think I was a little bit too fasted when I did this. So I usually do my exercises in the morning when I'm in a fasted state. You wake up, you're in a fasted state. When you wake up, for men, your testosterone's usually at its peak in the morning, and when you get right up and you start doing your exercises, you're actually going to feel pretty good. You drink a little bit of water. I don't eat anything at all. I wait until just about noon before till 10 o'clock or noon before I have my first cup of coffee or anything like that. Today I didn't do any of that. I was working on a bunch of different things online, and I got caught up in it. And of course, I should have just got up and did it. I was a little bit late getting out of bed this morning, and it was stupid of me, I know, and I could have gotten done before I had to go to work, and I didn't. So I had to do it in the afternoon. And I work out in a fasted state, so I had to wait. This was my failure today. So I had to adjust, and I had to adapt, but I did. So I wasn't able to do that, and I wasn't able to do. So I finally did it. I did do it, and I'm gonna do my cardio later. But today is my best friend's birthday. Him and I have been friends for 26 years at least. We were like 4 or 5 years old. We still can't figure out if it was 4 or 5, but we definitely know it was at least at 5 years old because we both went to the same church and we both went to the same kindergarten class. And we've been best friends ever since. It was him and our other buddy that lives in Indiana, and we all pretty much stay in touch. I stay in touch with our buddy in Indiana more, and it has nothing to do with whether or not they like each other or anything like that. It's just we have lives, we're all older, but to say that you have two friends for over a score, 20 years, 2 decades, a quarter of a century. Man, that's epic. That's epic to me. And today he turns 31. I'm 31. Believe it or not, I'm 31. Which is kind of crazy to me. I guess they say that age is just a number, but I don't know. I feel... Alright, let's get into this a little bit. I know I'm going to go off on one of my random tangents, but so be it. It's my channel. You get older, and things get a little bit crazier, or at least to you, but you start getting more and more involved into the things that fill up your daily life, your work routine, your family routine, and then your recreational routine, your social routine. Some of you guys have routines, some of you guys have habits. I had habits, and sometimes some of those habits have to change. Just like you didn't do the same thing when you were 5 years old that you did when you were 10. Same thing as when you were 15, you didn't do the same thing that you were when you were 10. Same thing when you were 20, and then when you were 25. Now that I've hit a different point in my life, and now that he's hit a different point in his life, we're more focused on our careers and on improving our life for the future. Not to say that we didn't have any focus on our lives for the future when we were younger, but it definitely wasn't like the most pertinent purpose of our lives. And especially now that I have a wife, my focus is slightly different. I had many focuses before, but now it's really narrowed down, and I have to say that it's becoming more and more easy to just do away with certain things in your life that were not benefiting you anymore. It's a lot easy to just make that choice. Before, I used to give many second, third, fourth, fifth chances in life, with friends and family. And now I'm just like, I don't need that type of negativity at all. At all. It's getting that much easier. And it comes with work as well. If there's too much negativity with a certain colleague, then I make sure that I can separate myself appropriately. I'm in more control, and that makes me really happy. I wish that I could have learned these lessons that I have now back when I was 20. I can only imagine, the things that I've done in the past 6 months alone, the past year, but the past 6 months really I'm flabbergasted. Like, I'm just bewildered. It's crazy. It's intense. I'm really happy with the direction of my life. And for the first time in my life, I feel like I'm truly living within my purpose. I apologize. I heard a noise and I thought it was the cat. So, there's just been a lot of hoopla that happens in your life, and like now I'm just like, you get so involved in drama before, and now I'm thinking to myself, I was like, if I had separated myself from these situations prior, where would I be now? But I don't dwell on that, because the truth of the matter is I'm happy with where I am, and I wouldn't be where I am without the lessons that I've learned. I had to go through those experiences in order for me to process these things, in order to learn them. So never feel bad about the situations where you are in life, because everything of where you are is a lesson meant for you. I truly believe that, and it doesn't always have to be, divine intervention or destiny or anything like that. every situation, every hardship that you ever go through is a lesson. It's either you're going to have a breakdown or a breakthrough, but sometimes a breakdown is pushing you towards a breakthrough. The point of learning from something is so that you don't make the same mistake, or you can at least mitigate them the next time that something else happens. Because sometimes things, you just have to understand that things just happen in life, but everything that happens to you is your fault. It's a part of everything that has gone on in your life, with every single decision that you've made. And I have to accept that. Yes, life sucks sometimes, but also life can be fantastic. Making your decisions based on, and appropriating your decisions accordingly to everything that's happened to you in your life is a part of learning and mastering life. So that's your deep thought for the day. I know this is all about weight loss and stuff. I hope that I made some difference in some of you guys' lives, because a lot of this stuff I didn't have when I was growing up. I was looking for mentors. I was looking for somebody to point me in the right direction. I started reading books. I started talking to business groups, and I was going to college, and there was just a lot of things that I thought that I needed to know, and I really didn't. And then there were things that I did need to know that I'm learning now that could have really helped me on my road to success. And I'm really happy about where I am right now. I wouldn't have it any other way. I mean, other than being on a beach in Tahiti with a bunch of, margaritas. I don't even like margaritas, but I'd be on a beach drinking one right now if I could be. Funny enough, that really isn't my dream. All I want in life, truly, is to be able to be healthy, live a good life with my family, be comfortable, not have to worry too much about bills. I mean, there's always going to be some sort of struggle and everything, but I just want to be comfortable. I want to have a decent house, an okay car. I'm not here for the Lamborghini. I'm not here for, a 6-pack or an 8-pack. I'm not here to be able to, deadlift 1,500 pounds like Eddie Strongman, who's insane, and I think that is absolutely flippin' amazing. I just watched a documentary about him. I've been following him on YouTube and Facebook for a while, but man, oh man, those are some really cool goals. But, yeah, I mean, those are just some. We all think about having the mansion or the Ferrari or Lamborghini or something. Yeah, those are cool things. Me, I have a wife. I want to have kids. I want a nice house, a decent house where I can raise my family. That's secluded. It doesn't have to be a huge house, but I'd like a little bit of land. That's all. So that's what I'm saving up for, right? Saving up to buy a little bit of land so that I can have a nice little house and raise my kids, take them to a decent school, give them a decent education, just like I had a good education. I was very fortunate growing up. And, the public school system that I was in wasn't the worst, wasn't the best, but wasn't the worst. But I was exposed to many things growing up. My grandparents brought me to many, many different places. My mom and my dad brought me and my brother to tons of places, and we learned a ton. And it kind of set us up for a better experience in life. It truly did. But anyway, what are some of your dreams, your aspirations? What are some of your goals in life? Think about it. Truly think about it. And don't be, I just want a big house. Be specific. I mean, I got really down and specific about what I want with my goals and how I'm going to achieve them. Breaking it down. Reverse engineering it. And the one that I'm focusing on right now is my health. So this is my 90-day experiment, 91-day experiment, and it's day 47. Jeez. It's day 47. And tomorrow's day 48. Soon enough, on day 51, I will be halfway done. I'm ecstatic to get to the halfway point. I'm wondering what's going to come of it. So remember, guys, be informed, stay motivated, live big. Whoa.